Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Lives in blood. He's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Wealth and fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang. Wherever there's a hang, you'll find the Spider-Man.
Welcome to this episode of The Good, the Bad and the Odd with your host Mark and Sam. Today we'll be talking about The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Hi Sam.
Hey.
Do you want to take a lead on this one, or shall I?
I don't really mind. So this is a sequel to The Amazing Spider-Man, obviously. Directed again by Mark Webb. It was released in 2014, I think. And it sort of continues the adventure of Peter Parker, Andrew Garfield. Except this time he's fighting Electro. So,
Electro. It's and also we see a bit of Green Goblin.
Yeah, we get a bit of Green
Rhino.
Goblin, we get a bit of Rhino, and we get some references to other characters.
But mostly it's Electro.
Yeah.
So what do you think of this one? Have you saw this one?
Yeah,
before?
I've seen this before.
For me. Right.
But I thought it was every bit where he was in the costume was really good, but everything out of the costume was absolutely awful.
Yeah, I wouldn't say absolutely awful. It was pretty bad. What I didn't like about it was the fact there was so many large stretches which would seem to be about not even this story, some other story.
Yeah.
It's just, what was that? What's the point of this in this film? Why do you keep... It's almost like half the film was set up for something else, basically, which really
I kind of think it was.
Yeah, but that's not what our film should be made, is it?
No.
You can do it subtly, but when it becomes large, he's like looking in subway cars for stuff, and it's nothing to do with this story. It's really weird.
No.
What I liked about this film is kind of what I liked about the first one, which is I like Garfield and I liked Emma Stone.
Yeah, Garfield is... I think he may be my favourite sort of Peter Parker.
I think he's a really good
Peter
Peter
like
Parker.
Animated stuff, because he's actually funny.
Yes,
the thing.
He's got the proper Spider-Man personality.
Yeah,
definitely.
Like goofs about.
I still like Tobey Maguire. Was it? Yeah, it was Tobey
Maguire.
So,
Old Mopey.
I still like him in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man films.
Yeah.
But I really think Garfield's exceptionally good in this role. And it's a shame that the vehicle doesn't live up to him, really.
Nah.
It's kind of like, imagine if Iron Man was really terrible, but it was still Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
You'd watch it because of that. But luckily with Iron Man, it's like the whole lot's good. Certainly for the first film. Whereas this is just a bit dreary.
What you're talking about is the Iron Man sequels.
I'm not... kind of. Yeah, maybe. I also thought some of the look and feel of this film was disturbingly very similar to Batman Forever and Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Electro looked like Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Some of the jokes were like that level of horrible. There were scenes in this which reminded me of Poison Ivy and...
Yeah, especially
Seriously.
when Dane DeHaan as Harry Osborn started once he sort of like turned evil, he like completely lost it. He was just so great as this complete like mustache twirling villain.
Yeah, actually, the Green Goblin looked pretty good. It just came from nowhere, really.
Yeah.
The whole story of Max, which was Electro, Jamie Foxx's character, and Jamie Foxx wasn't very good as this guy.
He wasn't good as when Electro was like human, But once
Yeah.
he became Electro, it was really
Oh, he was
good.
all right. Yeah, he was fine. But his backstory was really reminiscent of Jim Carrey's in Batman Forever.
Yeah.
It was almost exactly the same. It was uncannily similar, and that was just about okay in that film when it's Jim Carrey.
Yeah, because Jim
But
Carrey's funny.
Jamie Foxx.
But Jamie Foxx looking at a mirror. Well, he had charisma when he's doing some something intimidating or something cool, but
Yeah,
not when
being
he's surrounded. He's got looking into a mirror surrounded by pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah, that was weird. So there was significant problems for me in this film.
Yeah.
I think the action was solid, and
Yeah,
in fact, my score would have been significantly lower, except for the third act.
yeah.
Was pretty good.
Because the third act is essentially all in costume.
Yeah.
Everyone gets in costume and goes into a big throwdown in a power plant.
And-
That's awesome.
And I know it's a year old. It's not really a spoiler. Well, if you haven't seen it, this is a spoiler. I even quite like the ending with Rhino. I know that a lot of people are a bit peeved
Yeah.
with that, but I like the fact the kid. I think that was a nice touch. That kid going out to face Rhino and then
Yeah.
Spider-Man saying, "I got it. You go look after your mum."
Yeah.
That was
It's
kind of proper
brilliantly
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man thing to do, yeah.
Yes. So that was kind of cool. There was a little. I mean, if you actually listen to the dialogue between Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone, in the romantic bits, the dialogue was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But because they were good and their chemistry was good, they kind of overcame that.
Sort
kind
of,
of
but
worked.
there were still long, stupid bits where, they just sort of jabber on for...
Indeed, but if you compare them to, say, who are good actors with charisma, to say Anakin and Padme in
Yeah.
Attack of the Clones, where they haven't got good charisma and chemistry,
Yeah.
but they got terrible dialogue, it's like you can
actually
see how the quality of the actors.
I'd actually use Hayden
raised
Christensen as a good example of this, because when he's doing really good in those films, he's doing really good. Like when
Do you
he's doing
think?
when during the raid on the Jedi Temple, he's quite intimidating.
Yeah. Okay. When he's not talking, he's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like the CGI. I think it was really
Yeah.
good, and the whole Spider-Man swooping down thing. Yeah, I think this was probably one to see in the cinema. Actually, and
Yeah,
I
it
didn't.
was
so I
very good in
Kind of
cinema.
regret it, but I got enough of the vibe to appreciate how good that bit was, and I really like those bits. The opening sequence where he's swinging through the city is really cool.
Yeah,
And he
And then
stops
he's
that
like,
gunman.
he stops a load of gunmen, and then he has messes about with some plutonium or something.
Yeah, there's some goofy
Uranium,
stuff.
so.
And he's got some nice touches where he saves the people, for example, from being electrocuted when Electro first.
Yeah, it's
Turns
kind of
out.
cool to sort of see his spider sense working, because
Yeah.
everything freezes to a stop, and you see one of his web shooters explode,
Yeah.
and then
And he's going, "Oh,
you
great."
see his mind can work faster than electricity. Is what it's showing, which is really cool.
Yeah. It's some nice touches. But it's still it was quite a flawed film.
Yeah.
It had the level of writing really felt juvenile.
Yeah.
And
There
I
was
don't know if
loads
it
of
was rushed or
really offhand jokes. There's a whole bit where Peter and his Aunt May are arguing over who does the clothes washing, and she just goes, "No, you shouldn't do it. Last time you did it, everything came out blue and red."
that was a nice touch.
That
That made me laugh. It's just that the whole level of the writing was kind of. If they'd have spent less time trying to develop this other plot that was
Yeah.
nothing to do with this film and concentrated on building a decent story here, rather than have, say, Osborn suddenly go mental about the fact he wanted Spider-Man's blood
Yeah,
and turn into the Green Goblin out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, because
you could shave about an hour off of this film.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded the film staying the length it was if it was put together better
Yeah,
and the plot was about this film, not about some other film or whatever was the
Yeah.
intention. That was kind of annoying. We did, as you say, we saw references to other characters like Doc Ock and the Vulture, for example,
yeah.
And sort of suggested armour or battle. I don't know. armor.
It's sort of like a stylized version
Exoskeletons.
of a lot of Spider-Man villains.
Yeah. All metal, pretty much.
Yeah.
As well. And it was kind of. I'm not even sure they even earned what happened to Gwen Stacy at the end, to be honest, which was a surprise. And if the story had been better build up, that would have been very impactful. But the thing is, it was kind of a bit juvenile. I feel like they kept splitting up and getting back together, and it's like it was all a bit wishy-washy and just serving. I think it was trying to play our emotional strings rather than actually delivering something that had emotional content. That's kind of how it felt. I like I say, I had problems with it. They're not making another one in this series. They are going to reboot Spider-Man.
They've cancelled the Amazing Spider-Man series, and I think they're going to sort of fold Spider-Man into the Marvel Cinematic
Which would be cool. It's a shame we won't see Garfield again, because he was a really good Spider-Man. I think he was very good. But there you go. That's how it goes. Spider-Man does have a bit of a trouble staying on course. Which of the films do you think is the best Spider-Man film? Of the 5?
I'd say either Spider-Man 2 or Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Personally, I think definitely Spider-Man 2. Definitely. Because the Doc Ock thing... That's the example of a well-developed and written story with emotional investment to me.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense. And I also like the fact Sam Raimi got in a bit of Evil Dead sensibility with those tentacles. Yeah. In a really unforced way, in a really sort of naturally organic way. I think it was really good. I'm quite a fan of the first one too, where William Dafoe was the Green Goblin. But I still prefer Spider-Man 2. Not a big fan of 3. But I don't mind it.
I don't think anyone's a big fan of 3, but I think people put up with it is more.
I kind of like some bits of it. I
like Venom when he wasn't talking. Sandman full stop.
You didn't like Sandman?
No, I liked Sandman.
Yeah, I thought Sandman was really good, actually. And then it was another Green Goblin, wasn't it? I can't even remember.
Yeah, it was James Franco as the Green Goblin. It's weird.
I did like Franco as Osborn, though.
Yeah.
I think it was really good. All right, then. What would you give this one out of 10?
I'd give this a 7.
I'll give it a 6. I would have... If the third act has been the same quality as the first 2, I would have given it more like a 3 or a 4. But it really did pull its socks up and improve significantly in Act 3. So I'm going to give it a 6.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Bye from me.
Bye.
I like bunny rabbits, I like frogs, I like pussycats and I like dogs. Talking to a tiger is like falling off a log. Being friendly to the animals is easy. I've a couple of hamsters in the garden shed. One's called Sebastian, the other's called Fred. I've even got a teddy bear I take to bed. Being friendly to the animals is easy. But a spider in the bath, a spider in the bath, a creepy crawly spider in the bath. I know he's only there because he wants to have a laugh. With hairy legs and beady eyes, he'll terrify and tantalize. Spider in the bath, spider in the bath, the creepy crawly spider in the bath. I know he's only there because he wants to have a laugh. I thought I put him down the drain, but now he's coming up the chain. Spider in the bath. I like elephants and I like mice. I'll take a lion cub at any price. I've even heard the crocodiles can be quite nice. Being friendly to the animals is easy. I like caterpillars, I like snails, I like a lizard with a very long tail. I'll even go swimming with a big white whale. Being friendly to the animals is easy. spider in the bath, the spider in the bath. A creepy crawly spider in the bath. I know he's only there because he wants to have a laugh. With hairy legs and beady eyes, he'll terrify or tantalize. Spider in the bath, spider in the bath. The creepy crawly spider in the bath. I know he's only there because he wants to have a laugh. I thought I put him down the drain, but now he's climbing up the chain. Spider in the bath. I have a horrible feeling that the spider's still there. He's hiding in the bathroom and I don't know where. But bath time's over now, so I don't care. I thought I put him down the drain, but now he's climbing up the chain.
Spiders.